be a quick overview of Google Slides, but I'll also have to talk about Google Drive and the Google affordances broadly so you know how to log into those. First of all, when you have an account with blueridge.edu, it's actually associated and it works with the client of Google itself. Now it's going to still say blueridge.edu, but that gives you access to all of the affordances associated with Google. Now if you have more than one Gmail account like I do, I'll come over here and if I click this, I'll say, oh, this isn't my Blue Ridge account. So what I need to do is come in, I'm going to go to add another account, or if I see that I've already logged into my Blue Ridge account, I'll click that. Now you'll log in with your Blue Ridge account with the same password you use otherwise, but once you get in here, Chrome will always associate all of your bookmarks and whatnot with that login. So I recommend that you log in and you see that you're at the Blue Ridge. You'll see your icon here, and you'll see the word Blue Ridge. So that means you're in your Blue Ridge account. If you are, then you can access Google Slides. Now, Google Drive, of course, is a place where you can keep things online. You can keep documents and images and anything you'd upload there. Now, if you are in Google Drive, part of that includes Google Docs. Google Docs, of course, is how you will write a new document. So you'll just go here, we'll say put in docs.google.com. I hit enter. And now it's going to tell me that I'm ready to start a new document. But look what else I can do. If I'm in Google Docs, I come over here, I can also choose Slides, which I'll do. Slides is part of Google Docs, and Google Docs is part of Google Drive. Okay, now if I'm in Slides, what I can do is I just say I want to make one. I want to start a new presentation. Now, this is fairly self-explanatory, but if you're not familiar with it, I'll be glad to walk through. Otherwise, if you just start adding information here and then clicking that you would like a new slide, you're basically creating something that's like a PowerPoint presentation, only it's online. You need to title it. And when you do so, always title things in a fashion that identifies you to the person who receives it. So in this case, this was my first assignment. So I'm putting a assignment 01, and I'm putting my name on here because I want when the instructor sees this assignment to immediately know, oh, that's Qualvics, I get it. All right, so I've got that, it's named. Now I'm going to be able to hop in, and this first slide's ready to go. Now I'm not going to show you all the things you can do by way of changing the styles and stuff out of the gate. Let me just show you how to make a couple of slides. So I'll put in some information here, and I'll call this cleverly. And then I'll ask for the subtitle. I'll say, now that's it. So that's pretty nice. It looks fine. And I'm going to come over here, and I would like to put a new slide in here. I'll come up here. I hit plus. And watch, I get a new slide, and this will be the first slide that isn't a title slide. Okay, now say I just wanted text on this one, so I'm going to add some text. However, this isn't nearly big enough, but watch, if I select it, and then I come up here, I can do just as you might imagine, and make it as large as I choose. Okay, the next slide, I'm going to put another slide in here. Only now I want to put in an image. And to put in an image, I need to come up here and I need to select this icon. It's the little picture image. I'm going to click that. It says you have images that you can choose from different places. So after I indicate that I'm going to upload to my computer, I'll get the common breakout here where I'll choose the folder in which I know I have the images I want. And I'll come up here, and it turns out that I want to have this particular image is the one I'm trying to share. And you'll see it takes up the whole slide. Well, that's fine with me, but I can select it. I can also delete it. So I'm selecting these two text boxes and deleting them. Now this is going to show up just like I want it, and now I'm ready for another slide. All right, now I want to use another image, but I don't want to use an image that I have on my computer. I want to use an image that I found online. Well, it turns out I can do that fairly readily, but watch what I have to do. First of all, I don't want that text to show up again where I have to delete it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the plus. Now there's a drop-down arrow. I choose a drop-down arrow, and look at this. I have different kinds of formats. They're fairly self-explanatory, but this one has a section header. And then I'm just going to use that one because I'm going to put the header, I'm going to indicate what this is. Okay, so that's going to be at the top of that. Now I want to put in a picture. I come up here, I don't want to search something from the web because I've already found what I want and I know its URL. So I'm going to have the URL to put in there. It turns out I already do. So I'll come to the picture I want. I like this picture of Anchorage. I'm going to right click that and I'm going to go copy link address. This is great because now all I have to do is come down here and I say that I want to insert my picture. I want to do it by URL. It asks me the URL. Now I'm going to paste that in here. I can right click that and I can hit paste as plain text. And then I hit insert and look what I got. That's just terrific. So you can create a slideshow by using images on your computer or images that you find online. And clearly you can experiment with some of this if you will, but this seems to be the easiest way to do it. I'm going to put in one more slide, and now I'm going to insert a video. Now you'll see when I have my insert options here, I don't have a video as one of the options right there. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come up here to insert, and I'm going to say that I want to insert a video. All right, it wants a YouTube, and it's pretty handy. I don't want to search for that, but I'm going to put in the URL of that video, okay? And I have the video right here. This is the video I want to use, and I'll come over here, and I want to go to the share icon here. I hit share. There it is. I'm going to copy that. I'll come back over here. I'm going to paste the URL. Now, I'm not trying to search YouTube. I've already found it. So I'm going to paste that in there instead, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to say select. Now, right below this, you can't see it. It has a select button. So I'm going to hit select, and it puts it in there. So now this is going to be able to share this on my slideshow. So I'm done. This is what my instructor asked me to do. I'm ready to go. And now I've got to share it. So let's talk about how one does that. So I have the video in there. I have a slide with the title. I have text. I have an image. I have an image from online. And I have a video from YouTube. Okay, now I want to go ahead and take a look at that. And by hitting present, it then opens up in an entire screen. Now if I click on the slide itself, you'll see it will advance them. It will also, at one point, it will also give you some other controls. Now, if I have a video and I hit advance, it actually doesn't. What it does is it starts the video. Now, if I had another slide after this, I can pause that and I can move over. Now, you'll see when I hit pause, I then have some options here of things that I can do with that video, but we won't go into that today. And then I can come down here and look at this. I can go back and forth within the slides I already made. And that's all there is to that. Now, if I hit escape, I'll pop right back to where I was. Now clearly you can go through all of these drop downs, you can go through all of these tools and experiment with those, which is fine. But I just want to show you the real quick way to get it done. Now let's now look at how to share this. Right now it says it's locked. Only I can see it. So I come up here to share, and I'm going to have to do a couple things. I can share it with some individuals, but what I really want to do is I want to change who gets the link and how I can share that way. So I'm going to click that. It says share anyone with this link. It says anyone on the internet with this link can view. Now, if you want to make it so only people with a blueridge.edu option on there, sometimes that will show up as well. But what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to change this so that anyone with the link can get that. Anyone with that link at all can view it. So that's terrific. That's terrific. So now I hit done, and now I come up here and I hit share, and I got to copy that link, and it says that anyone on the internet with this link can view it. So I'm going to copy that link. Now if I put that link in an email, or if I put that link on my courses to share through the LMS with my instructor, they will see it as well. And that'll be the last quick step I'll show you. Alright, so now here I am at my course, and if I come here to the assignment, it says, oh, here's the assignment that I was told to do. And sure enough, it says I need to share a demo. I hit add submission. And what I have, when I was on Google Slides, is I went and I said I wanted to share. I made it so that anyone that has that link can see it. Now what I'm going to do here says that I have an assignment, and what I need to do is I need to share a URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, look, I want to share a URL. And which URL? The one that I copied earlier. So I'm going to paste that in there. I said paste as text, and I can say open a new window or not. The instructor it'll take them wherever. And this is my entire assignment. Now I can indicate what this is, and after I put that in there, I'll hit save changes. And if I look over on this side, it says that I have added a link. This is the link. If I want to double check that, I just click this link. And then this is the text I put in there. Now I can still edit this, and I can still remove it if I choose to, if I'm unhappy with that. But it's been submitted for grading, and I know that because it says that right here. Okay, and that's all there is to creating a slideshow and then sharing it as an assignment. Thank you and have a nice day.